a full dry race. I do a 26.7 banker, which was well, my PB banker was a 26.4, but it wasn't like too bad. 26.7, still P2 somehow. So well, not too bad, plenty of time to improve. Moving on to our second run, trying to get a good first sector. I am showing you my second run because my last run, unfortunately, I messed up. So this will be my best run. First sector, pretty decent, a high 0.2. Normally I do like a low 0.2, but not too bad. And then we get we get a good exit, but it wasn't the greatest sequence of corners. Now keeping it full throttle, going through cops and then into maggots and packets. Yeah, normally you want to touch a little bit more of the curb. I was doing it kind of safe to just get a lap in and improve my lap. Still not too bad, and we're up half tenth on our time. And in the last sector I knew I could improve a lot. So braking at the line, trying to hit this sausage curb and hit this such a curb and go onto the power as soon as you can. We gain a lot of time and we go over the line with a 26.4, which is provisionally pole by over 2/10. And yeah, pretty decent lap. Of course there was still some time in it, but as I said, my last run I messed up. So we end up in P3. There was definitely a pole in there, but still you have to hook up the lap, and I didn't. So P3, really close field. The top 7 only split by a 10th. Now let's head straight into the race. We're lining up in P3, that's on the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and they are out. Off we go. And we get a pretty decent start actually, but yeah, on Britain there's not really a place you can go. You just want to go safely through the first corner. Here we're trying to follow Josh and go around Wrench. And Wrench here taps the back of Josh, which gives us way more momentum. He actually lost a couple more positions there. But right now we're behind Josh, a really good start, and already in second place. Normally you want to stay behind the first place in the first couple of laps because the TRS opens so you can easily overtake. But I just thought, like here I was at 100% TRS, I wanted to use some. He was really going slow, so I thought let's just go for it. And I wanted to go for the move here, and this really is really not the best place to go for overtake, and really not the smartest move, but we still went for it. and we move up to first place in the first lap. Now after 6 laps I managed to create quite a nice gap between me and the 3rd and 4th place, but there was a safety car, so we go on to the mediums, of course, which can make it easily to the end. We come out in P4 behind the medium runners who stayed out, behind our NRX teammate Ishida, and trying to get a good safety car restart, but he went really early, so there was quite a big gap between me and Ishida, but that also causes me to get away from Josh. Quite nice. Moving on to lap 11. Now I was trying to, Ishida had old mediums, so I thought it would have been pretty easy to get past him. But I was going too slow, I was making mistakes, and here I touched the inside curb, and I have to let Josh go because I get such a bad run. Really bad mistakes, which cost us a net P1. And 2 laps after that, yeah, on the mediums I was just not feeling it. I was not having a good rhythm. I was just making mistakes, and we get a 3-second time penalty because of it. Yeah, this is really unfortunate. At Britain there's always DRS trains, so yeah, it's really really important not to get a penalty. But as you can see here, Josh makes a mistake. He goes on the curb and gets on the throttle too soon, and he loses the back end, and it brings out a safety car. He actually got stuck on the curb.
I won't.
And it brought out a safety car. The people ahead obviously were pitting to the softs, and you can see Marcel as well right now in a prime position in 5th place. But for now we are in P1 and gonna start this race after the safety car again. We get a pretty decent exit and we're up by 6/10. We're not getting threatened by Old Wine behind us, and I've just pushed to try and get out of the DRS, and my goal was here to get out of the DRS, and when the DRS opened they would fight and I would get a bigger gap, so my 3 seconds would get away. That was my goal here. It worked at the start, but right now in lap 20 you can see Van der Brug overtaking Old Wine, and I think he didn't make it too hard because he overtook him on the straight and didn't really fight, and Van der Brug had more ERS, saved up behind Old Wine, but he had a 3-second time penalty, and as you can see I'm out of ERS, and Van der Brug definitely had some over to catch up to me.
I can't see you.
And yeah, unfortunately that is what he does. In this straight he, as you can see, he gets below the 1 second mark, and he gets even, yeah, he makes up so much time in a straight because I don't have any ERS. But right now I'm in the first position with a 3-second time penalty. Van der Brug gets another 3-second time penalty a couple of laps after that, so I knew I was right now in a net P1 actually, but Marcel had a 5 seconds time penalty, and I thought he might be able to get that one removed. There was a pretty high chance of it, but maybe there's a small chance that he won't get it removed, of course. Right now at lap 25, the provisionally last lap, I guess they call it. I'm still so low on ERS.
Yes, he's got 6 seconds.
And now just now I noticed that he got 6 seconds. He had that for like a couple of laps already, but still I just now notice it. So I thought here I use ERS, and I thought, okay, he's gonna overtake me anyway, so I'm just gonna let him by, and I wanted to have the outside as well for this corner, but he was just way ahead of me. It was just a stupid defense for me. There was no defense. I just left the gap open for him to get in, and I thought maybe if I save some ERS and stay close to him in the last lap, I can still overtake him in the last lap. So going into the first sector we are kind of close, trying to get a good exit out of here, so we don't want to go too much to the left and we don't hit the apex, and we do have a good exit, but he gets a better one and we're 5/10 away without a lot of ERS, and I thought, yeah, this is not gonna be it, so I thought, let's save some overtake for the last hanger straight. Going into this corner, normally in the race I felt pretty good, trying to get a good exit and use some overtake to get closer to him, but I think he just had plenty of ERS to get away from me, and he definitely had more than me. Now going into Maggots and Beckets and Chapel, trying to get a good exit. He exactly follows the line and he gets a better exit than me. With the dirty air and him breaking the slipstream and me not having enough ERS, I just can't get close enough. But to be honest, I wasn't that bothered with it at the time, because yeah, he had 6 seconds anyway. So crossing the line, we crossed the line in P2. After the penalties we are provisionally P1, but I can confirm that Marcel got his penalty removed, which means I got moved down to P2 and Marcel got to P1. But still, my first podium in PSGL, so I'm pretty happy with it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.